Good afternoon, everyone. This is Ryan Jackson from RyanJacksonLLC.com. I hope you're having a good day today. Hope you're doing well. And I'm going to jump into today's topic. For the topic for this episode. So the topic for this episode is Miss Phylicia Rashad is facing backlash for her defense of Mr. Cosby. As we all know, unless you've been hiding under a rock somewhere or on another planet, Mr. Bill Cosby was released from prison yesterday in Pennsylvania, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. That was a miscarriage of justice that sent him to prison. And the Pennsylvania Court of Appeals agreed, and Mr. Cosby was released. And like I said, rightfully so. And so Miss Rashad tweeted that a miscarriage of justice has been corrected. And I'm not really surprised, because yesterday I was on Twitter and I seen many talking about, canceling Phylicia Rashad by Phylicia, something wrong. She needed her head examined. What's wrong with her for defending this man? She's not coming to the defense of the victims, this and that. And it was just pretty much BS. And so I'm not surprised by this. And so today I saw that Howard University has condemned Miss Rashad for her tweet supporting Mr. Cosby. And so, like I said, it's sad when white supremacy could get our people. It's sad when white supremacy are taking our black men down, but it's sad when white supremacy causes other black people to support their efforts, to step up their efforts. Dr. Claude Anderson said it well in his book, Black Labor, White Wealth. People used to earn their meritorious manumission during slavery. As slaves told on other slaves, they received their meritorious manumission. They may get extra butter biscuits, a day off from labor, get to sit at the table of Massa and his family, get to sit in the big house, get to drink some cold lemonade. They will earn their meritorious manumission, or he will appoint them as overseer over the other slaves. We have a lot of damn overseers in today's society in our community. One of which come to mind is Mr. Mark Lamont Hill. Well, I have a little bit of respect for, just a little bit of respect for, but when it comes to situations like this, with Bill Cosby being released, he shows his ignorance. He shows how stupid he can be sometimes. I'm not saying he's a stupid man. I met Mr. Mark Lamont Hill. When he came out here, he gave a speech at Berkeley about 5 years ago. My wife, who was then my girlfriend, we met Mr. Mark Lamont Hill. He's a brilliant man, but sometimes he shows his stupidity. Brilliant people can show their stupidity. And damn, he showed his stupidity yesterday with these tweets that Bill Cosby is an innocent man. Well, he's not a guilty man either. That's why the Pennsylvania court set him free. So, come to find out that Mr. Hill has a personal vendetta against Mr. Cosby because I guess 10 years ago or maybe more, Mr. Cosby tried to get Mark Lamont Hill fired from his position at Temple University in Philadelphia. Both men are both from Philly. Mark's from Philly. Mr. Cosby's from Philly. So, instead of them coming together and saying, I may not agree with you, you may not agree with me, but let's come together for the greater good of the community, for the black people of Philadelphia and black people in America, and let's put aside our differences and work together. They don't want to do that, so whatever. It is what it is. But back to Miss Rashad. Yeah, so Howard University is following in this follow with the white liberals, with the feminazis, and condemning and condemning her for her defense of Mr. Cosby. And when this all went down with the trial 3 years ago, Ms. Rashad stuck to her guns. She said then this was a miscarriage of justice. This not the man I know. Keisha Knight Pulliam, many of y'all know her as playing Rudy Huxtable on the Cosby Show, the youngest daughter of Dr. Heathcliff Huxtable and Claire Huxtable. She said, "This isn't the man I know." She actually was at the trial. She actually was there in support of Mr. Cosby. Malcolm Jamal Warner, who played his son Theo on the show, he stuck by him too, saying, "This isn't the man I know." So they were in defense of him. And kudos to them. Kudos to Malcolm Jamal Warner, Keisha Knight Pulliam, Tempest Bledsoe, and of course, Miss Phylicia Rashad. I salute y'all. Kudos for y'all for sticking by Mr. Cosby. Thank you. It's greatly appreciated. But it's just sad that, HBCU, many in the community consider them the creme de la creme of the HBCUs. They're like Howard is kind of like the version of the Harvard for the HBCUs. It's sad that they're going in the same direction with the white liberal elite in their BS of wanting to see a black man ruined. When Mr. Cosby and his wife Camille donated millions upon millions. I think the highest endowment that I know of, well, the lady from Apple, where Apple just donated some money. They may have, taught what Mr. Cosby did. But back in 1988, he and his wife donated millions to not only Howard, but to Spelman, Morehouse, Hampton University, Florida A&M, Grambling State, Southern University, and so many others. I don't think anyone in any entertainer that I know of has donated more. Definitely no black entertainer. I think Jay-Z and Beyonce may have came close, but Dr. Cosby, he still has topped them all. And this was back in 1988, and I remember that vividly. Him donating millions to HBCUs. Y'all was able to take his money, but now y'all condemning a beautiful black woman for standing by a black man, and you at HBCU, you are considered the creme de la creme of the HBCUs. Really, Howard University? Really? Seriously? I'm not saying you have to agree with Miss Phylicia Rashad, but you don't have to condemn her either. You don't have to continue the white man's assault on another black person. The woman is this lady is entitled to a right to her opinion. She's entitled to it. How dare you? You ought to be ashamed of yourselves. And I'm looking here. Second here. Howard says new dean Phylicia Rashad's Cosby tweet lacks sensitivity, and this is on Yahoo News. Bill Cosby's co-star Phylicia Rashad's public statement addressing his conviction being overturned drew immediate backlash. No big surprise. The Cosby Show actress Phylicia Rashad posted a tweet of support for her former co-star Bill Cosby after news of his imminent release from prison was announced. The 73-year-old actress wrote, "Finally, a terrible wrong is being righted and miscarriage of justice is corrected." The post was accompanied by a photo of Cosby holding up his fist. Almost immediately after posting, Rashad turned off the mentions of the tweet, preventing anyone from replying. Yeah, she don't have time for that foolishness. Several hours later, Rashad posted another tweet writing, "I fully support survivors of sexual assault coming forward. My post in no way intended to be insensitive to their truth. Personally, I know from friends and family that such abuse has lifelong residual effects. My heartfelt wish is for healing." Howard University, where Phylicia Rashad was named Dean of the College of Fine Arts in May of this year, just pretty much less than a couple of months ago, addressed Rashad's initial post, writing, "Survivors of sexual assault will always be our priority, not the truth." Okay, yeah, I understand survivors of sexual assault, but what about the truth? What about the truth? While Dean Rashad has acknowledged in her follow-up tweet that victims must be heard and believed, her initial tweet lacked sensitivity towards survivors of sexual assault. Personal positions of university leadership do not reflect Howard University's policies. We will continue to advocate for survivors fully and support their right to be heard. Howard will stand with survivors and challenge systems that would deny them justice. We have full confidence that our faculty and school leadership will live up to its sacred commitments. Okay. And he goes on to say, social media has almost universally denounced Phylicia Rashad's tweets, and many are calling for her to step down from her new role at the university. Wow, this vigilante justice is sickening. So this beautiful black woman cannot offer her opinion because y'all don't agree with it. So y'all come for her head. Y'all talking about canceling this woman? Seriously? This lady portrayed the greatest, in my opinion, the greatest TV mom in television history. She far exudes June Cleaver, uh, um, Mrs. Brady, Florence Henderson's character. I can't think of her first name. Lucy Ricardo. All those TV moms, white TV moms of the 50s and 60s and into the 70s. She far exudes them. She was the definition of black excellence way before Michelle Obama. If anything, Michelle Obama is a cheap imitation of her because Claire Hanks Huxtable was a beautiful black woman. I tell people all the time, I said, when I describe my mom to people who never met my mother, I said, you know what? I said, if you watch The Cosby Show, and many people have, um, my mom is a lot like Claire Huxtable. I think my mom is greater than she is, of course, but that's my mom and that's my opinion. But if people, not knowing my mother, I would say that my mom and Claire Huxtable have a lot in common. I've said that when I was a little kid watching The Cosby Show. I said, Mama, she reminded me so much of you. Beautiful, graceful, elegant, intelligent. Will tell you off and cut you down in a minute without using a single cuss word. And you know you're told and will give you the look. A strict disciplinarian, yet loving and caring. That's my mom. And that's what I saw in Phylicia Rashad's character, Clara Hanks Huxtable. I saw the same connection between her character and my mother. I still do. I see it in my wife. That's one of the many reasons why I married my wife. My wife has a lot of qualities of Clara Hanks Huxtable. She sure does. Beautiful black woman. Intelligence is black excellence. BET, y'all want to talk about black excellence? Phylicia Rashad is black excellence. My mother is black excellence. My wife is black excellence. These women are black excellence. Of course, I'm going to rank my wife number one. My wife, my mother, and Miss Phylicia Rashad. My wife being number one, my mother, then Miss Phylicia Rashad. That's black excellence. Dr. Julianne Malvo is black excellence. Dr. Frances Cress Welsing was black excellence. Rest in peace. Mother Khadijah Farrakhan. Oh my gosh. You can't leave her out. She exudes black excellence. Strong black women. You cannot leave out Mother Khadijah Farrakhan, the wife of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. That's black excellence, y'all. Not Cardi B, not Megan Thee Stallion. No, 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 no. Definitely not Kamala Harris. Those are imitations of black excellence. It's not black excellence. So shame on Howard University for this. But I'm not surprised, and I saw this coming. But shame on them. Shame on them. Shame on them. So I wonder, are they going to revoke her position of being dean of the fine arts, dean of the College of Fine Arts? I wonder, are they going to take that position away from her? I hope and pray that they don't, but it wouldn't surprise me if they did. It would not surprise me. And it's just, we cannot let white people tell us what justice is. They have never, we have never received justice in this country in the 500 years that we've been on its shores. Never. And a Pennsylvania Supreme Court righted its wrong. Mr. Cosby agreed to testify in a deposition, and he was promised that he would not be criminally prosecuted. And another judge opened the deposition and tried him in a new case. That was a miscarriage of justice. He was denied due process. Say what you will about Mr. Cosby. I haven't always agreed with him. I had a problem with the pound cake speech. Even though, he meant well and his heart was in the right place. It's just the words he used. I wouldn't have used the wording that he did. He did. And he felt he has some kind of superiority complex, with many black people. And so I haven't always agreed with Mr. Cosby. Still don't on a few issues. But for the most part, I love Mr. Cosby. I love what he's done for the black community. We need him in our community. We cannot shun this man. We cannot do it. We cannot allow white people to tell us who are welcome at our cookouts and who is not, and who aren't. Joe Biden has sexually assaulted women. Lord knows Bill Clinton has. Cardi B admitted to drugging, robbing, and setting men up to be raped by trannies, by transvestites, excuse me. She admitted to it, to raping, to drugging, robbing, and setting men up to be robbed by transvestites. But yet she's invited to the cookout. That's black excellence, BT. Y'all letting y'all daughters listen to her lyrics that tell her to sell their vagina, tell them to sell their vagina for a Klondike bar and a pair of Jordans? Really? This is y'all black excellence? Bill Clinton, he played a saxophone and it blew y'all mind. Oh, he's the first black president. Joe Biden sexually assaulted women. It's been well known. Look up Tara Reid. That's Reade. Reid. Excuse me. Reade. Tara. Tarareade. Tara Reid. Look it up. Google it. Why didn't the Me Too movement and Gloria Allred come after Joe Biden? Why didn't they come after Cardi B? After she admitted to what she admitted to it. Why didn't they come after Bill Clinton? Oh, that's right. Because they're part of the Democratic Party. They part of the umbrella of the Democratic Party. The party that tells you to go out and take your booties to the polls and vote for a man that locked thousands upon thousands of black men up in prison on racist drug charges, many of which are still in prison till this day. But yet he's invited to the cookout. Creepy Joe is what some have called him. A man that sexually assaulted women. He's invited to the cookout. But we gotta disavow from Mr. Cosby. We gotta shun him away. We gotta cancel Phylicia Rashad for her opinion, for defending Mr. Cosby, for supporting him. We gotta shun her. But Joe Biden is our uncle. He invited to the cookout. Bill Clinton was the first black president. Cardi B, we listen to her lyrics and we call that black excellence. Y'all people make me sick. Y'all Negroes are plantation. This is just the epitome of plantation, the plantation mentality. Love the oppressor, hate the oppressed. Love the oppressor, hate the oppressed. Malcolm warned y'all about that years ago. Malcolm warned us against this years ago, but y'all didn't listen. Y'all are mentally sick. PTSS, post-traumatic slave syndrome. I mean, seriously? What other community would this go down in? Could you imagine a Jewish community? They have people who've done unspeakable acts, who aren't perfect, who've done things. Do they shun them? When other people they wouldn't dare let other people tell them, how to handle their problems, how to handle their issues. They would not dare let outsiders come in. Neither would the Asian community, the Middle Eastern community, the Hispanic community, hell, the LGBTQ community. Yet black people, we let these white liberal uh, uh, terrorists come in and tell us, nope, that's your hero, that ain't your hero. This is who your young girls should listen to and worship. This is who they shouldn't listen to. They should counsel this person for asking questions, for having an opinion, for telling the truth. But they should go with the BS because that's speaking truth to power. That's excellence. Y'all allow these people to do this. And we wonder why we finish last every damn time. We can't understand why. I mean, come on. It's no secret. The prosecution couldn't prove their case against Mr. Cosby. The fact that he was in prison was just asinine, to say for lack of a better term. Pathetic, ridiculous. He can't get those 3 years of his life back. He turned 84 in 11 days, Mr. Cosby, on July 12th. He'd be 84 years old. So God willing, he'd be able to spend his 84th birthday with his wife Camille, his families, his grandchildren, his loved ones. So I thank God for that. But I mean, come on. Y'all actually gonna cancel Phylicia Rashad. So I guess y'all gonna try to get the Cosby Show pulled from TV1, huh? Y'all gonna pull y'all support of her. Are y'all gonna cancel Debbie Allen next? I mean, that's her sister. Is she canceled next? Y'all Negroes are sick. Y'all are cancel Phylicia Rashad, but y'all still accept Cardi B. That makes absolutely no effing sense. I'm not gonna curse on here. That makes no effing sense. On what universe does that make sense? Please explain that to me. You counsel Phylicia Rashad, who exudes who exemplifies black excellence. Exemplifies it, exudes it, portrays it, whatever. Always has, always have, always will. Y'all counsel her, but allow a foul mouth. Oh my goodness. I'm trying my best not to cuss on here. But let a foul mouth, illiterate, degenerate young lady allow her to tell y'all daughters to sell her WAP for a Klondike bar and a pair of Jordans. Y'all allow that. That's black excellence. A lady that's locked up thousands of black men in prison, many of which are still in prison to this day in the state of California. Kamala Harris. That's black excellence. She told y'all, I'm not doing anything specifically for black people. She told y'all this, but yet that's black excellence. Y'all accept that, but want to counsel Phylicia Rashad. Are silent on what Cardi B admitted to doing. Are silent as damn mimes. You know how a mime doesn't make a sound? That's how y'all are when it comes to Joe Biden, Bill Clinton, and Cardi B. But yet y'all want to counsel Phylicia Rashad? No, how about we counsel y'all? Y'all better not come from Miss Rashad. How dare you? How dare you even have an gumption? How dare you? Then y'all want to sit up there and talk about women speaking their truth. She's speaking her truth, damn it. Oh, so it's okay when a white woman speak their truth, which we know many have been lies for decades and decades, have gotten black men lynched, maimed, murdered. But when a black woman speaks about justice in support of a friend, y'all want to counsel her? Y'all Negroes are sick. PTSS, post traumatic slave syndrome. It's Stockholm Syndrome 10.0, as far as I'm concerned. Makes no sense. Makes absolutely no sense at all. Looks like we're living in a twilight zone. I don't know. I guess it is what it is. It's the day and age we're living in. People are calling the truth lies and calling lies the truth, and it's sad that our community are falling into this ridiculous notion. It's sad. We used to be this way. We ain't always agreed, but we always were on code with our morals and ethics. We were on code with that. We were on code with supporting each other. We didn't co-sign us, each other doing something wrong. We disagreed, but yet when it came down supporting each other, loving each other, and defending each other against foreign terrorists. We did it. When we socially integrated, it just destroyed our community. It destroyed it. It hasn't benefited Black people one iota that I could see. It hasn't. Oh, okay. We could eat with white people now. We could shop at the same stores with white people. We could have white friends now. Whip de damn do. What does that do for our community? What does it do for our mental well-being? So now we can be closer to white people. Socially and social integration hurt our community. It ranks up there with slavery. Slavery hurt us, but social integration hurt us too. Matter of fact, social integration was the worst thing that happened to Black people in the 20th century. It was. All our wealth has depleted to damn near nothing. When we were forced to have our own and do for self, we have Black wealth in so many areas: entertainment, finances, real estate. We had our own. Our dollar circulated within our community. Now it circulates in the Black community less than 10 minutes. What happened? Social integration killed us. It really did. It has destroyed our community to the point where a Black woman defends a Black man against injustice, and we're canceling her. But a Black woman that sent thousands of Black men to the gulags, a woman that's not Black, isn't Black, is, I don't know, Hispanic, whatever, has the nerve to tell our young girls to sell their vagina for a Klondike bar and a pair of Jordans. Engage in debauchery, all kind of, behavior that's unpleasing to God. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong, with sex. I love sex. We all love sex. There's nothing wrong with that. The human body is a beautiful thing. But when it's portrayed on TV and it isn't body shaming or shaming women, it's bad when men do it too. So let me just clarify that. But when it's thrown at our young children, ignorance and stupidity, that's Black excellence. This is what social integration has got us. These people, your friends, quote unquote, your friends, the white liberals, tell you to accept this. Men like Bill Cosby, they're deviants. They should rot in prison. Don't listen to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, who telling Black people to do for self. Start your own businesses. Promote Black wealth, Black health. Support self. Shun him. That's not your hero. Dr. Claude Anderson, that's not your hero. Dr. Boyce Watkins, don't listen to him. What do these people know about being Black? But if you vote for Joe Biden, you're Black. It's sickening. It's downright evil and wicked, and they knew it. This was planned years ago. This didn't just happen yesterday. Excuse me, get a little tongue tied. This didn't just happen yesterday. This was planned for years. It's a damn shame. Social integration has not helped us. These your quote unquote friends tell you take your booties to the polls, get the vaccine. They're pushing poison on you, tell you to vote for white liberals left and right. It's crazy. Oh, and I also raised a question yesterday. Why didn't the Me Too movement or Miss Gloria Allred, why didn't they come for Donald Trump? Why weren't they out there protesting at the gates of the White House every damn day of his administration, every damn day of his presidency? Why didn't they do that? This man openly admitted to grabbing women by their vagina. Of course, he didn't use that word. He bragged about it. Yet 43% of women voted him into the White House. Where were the Gloria Allreds and the Me Too movement? Where were they at? Why didn't they come after those women? Why didn't they come after Trump? Not just Bill Clinton, Biden, and Cardi B, but they didn't even come for Trump. It's selective outrage. It is selective outrage. Why weren't Mark Lamont Hill tweeting about Cardi B or Joe Biden? Where was his tweets about them? Again, selective outrage. And again, where Mark Lamont Hill is personal against Mr. Cosby. So you want to throw away the truth because of your personal feelings? Negro, get over it. Eat a cheesesteak and get over it. If you're from Philly, go have a cheesesteak with Mr. Cosby, some hoagies, some tasty cakes, and just get over your damn self. Don't make no sense. Doesn't make any sense at all. And yet we fall for this. We continue to fall for the banana in the tailpipe trick. We allow these people to tell us who we should support, who are our heroes, who aren't, who are invited to our cookouts, who isn't. You know, we continue to let them control our narrative. We're like robots, like puppets. Wake the hell up, black people. Wake the hell up. It's time out for this. Don't let these people come for Phylicia Rashad. Come to her defense because she's done nothing wrong. I saw nothing wrong with her tweets. Not a damn thing. I support Phylicia Rashad. Hashtag support Phylicia Rashad. Let's start it now. Let's trend that. Let's trend the truth, damn it, and support. And anyway, I'm gonna jump off of here. This got me fired up. I just hate stupidity. I hate black people who just go out their way 24/7 to push the ideas of white supremacy. It just irks my soul to no end. It's bad enough that white people do it, but we expect that from them. Hell, they've been doing that for 500 years. But when it comes to black people promoting white supremacy more than white people, I have a problem with that. Like I said, we have enemies, foreign and domestic, and it's our domestic enemies that are doing us in. They're our biggest threat, our domestic enemies, the enemies that look like us. It's a shame. It's sad and disheartening. It just harkens back to the days of slavery. Like I said, Negroes that have to get their meritorious manumission to please massa. And I hope and pray that Miss Phylicia Rashad does not apologize for her support of Mr. Cosby or for her tweets. Please, please, I wish she was listening to this podcast. Please do not apologize, Ms. Rashad. I love you. I respect you. You remind me of my mother and my wife so much. Um, wow. I think you're a great lady, and do not apologize. Stand on your truth. Hold your opinion. Continue to support Mr. Cosby and support the truth. On that note, I'm out of here. Y'all take care. I love you. Take care of yourselves. God bless. And I'm out. Oh, feel free to share this show um, on social media. Let's get it out there in the algorithm. Let me know what you think. Your comments, please drop your comments. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And on that note, I'm out. Love you. Take care. Peace out.